joke, just a joke.
It is. All right, so we've got Utah facing Boise State, and this is a long-time rivalry, a long historical rivalry, so it should be an exciting game. Let's go through the stars really quickly. The Boise State is wearing their dark road jerseys. They'll be defending the goal on your right on screen. The forwards are Aiden Sorovic, Dustin Truix, and Nick Lippman. And looks like Jake Ross. I'm sorry, I only have one defender on here, and that is Camden Gallagher. And in goal, oops, I didn't write down the goalie. I'm so sorry. In goal for the Boise, I'll have to get back to that. But anyway, starting line for Utah is going to be, the forwards are Bo Slater, who's wearing number 9 today. Luke Osola, number 10. And Antonio Nahara, number 19. Our two defenders are Keaton Moorhead and Donovan O'Shea. The goalie for Utah is going to be number 33, Jamie Jurgic.
Oh, wow, we're starting Jurgic today.
We are starting Jurgic today. Biller's been our main starter. He's had the most minutes, but Jurgic and Rusilo have also had some time.
Also, to get back on what you said, how these schools are all classic rivals, it's just also people seem to see these schools as kind of the same, like campus-wise and field-wise. It's just that snow, feely, mountain type of school, and people always seem to put Utah and Boise in the exact same category.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't follow the other sports, but that's, I could see that. I could see why they would do that. That's a good, and they're close.
They are
right?
close.
They
what
are
is
very
it? Only
close.
4-hour drive from here in Boise State.
The other thing I think that makes them classic rivals is they're members of I believe, of the Mountain West Collegiate Hockey League, which is the same league as Weber, Utah State, and Utah Valley. And University of Utah is the only kind of nearby Utah school, Utah-Idaho school, that's actually a member of the Pac-8. But we play a lot more games against Weber, Utah State, Utah Valley than we do some of the Pac-8 teams. And in goal for Boise State, apologize for that little glitch, is Brad Johnson, number 33. All right, and Zach Monaco intercepts the puck there, and he goes down. He gets in a bit of a crunch there with a couple players. We also want to welcome the Boise State listeners. I will do my best to try and get the boys' names right. They don't have nameplates, so you'll have to forgive me. I may fumble a little bit as I look at my roster, but I will do my best because I know that you're listening from all over, and I hope you enjoy this broadcast. And sure enough, right off the bat, we've got Zeke Indy, number 28. Picking up that stray puck.
Just a bad mistake from Boise. The defender had the puck, tried to clear it, hit his own guy, and the puck was just laid there in front of the goal, and Endy was right there in the right spot, just slapped it in.
It must be his birthday today, because that sure looked like a birthday present.
Oh, definitely.
So, 18:34, just a minute and a half into the first period, Utah gets on the board first. And poor Johnson didn't have a chance. Poor goalie Brad Johnson didn't have a chance because it just happened way too quick.
Not at all. There was no chance anyone could have saved that shot.
Zach Monaco with a wrist shot through traffic gets deflected off to the side. Now, my partner isn't here. My normal partner, Patrick McGann, he's a jersey nerd, and I think he'd actually really like these Boise road jerseys. They're very stylish looking.
Yeah, I think they're interesting color. I like the all black. I just think the B on the front of it is a little too large for my liking.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
If they put the horse, the logo of the
horse across the B, or made the B a little smaller.
Yeah.
See, you're a jersey nerd too.
I also am a jersey nerd.
Yeah, I am not a jersey nerd. I know nothing. He starts talking about this stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so puck ends up all the way at the other end, and it's going to be icing. And, as Jake mentioned, there's this rivalry kind of historically, maybe because of the similarity of the type of student population, campus. We're a little closer to an airport, I believe. But, it's still kind of that whole Rocky Mountain West atmosphere vibe.
Yes.
And we've seen there's a lot of Boise fans who have joined us here in Salt Lake. So, we welcome them as well. Glad to see the fan support. Utah cycling. Worth sends it around back to Landakuzik. And again, I want to mention a couple of jersey changes. Number 7 is Che Landakuzik. Number 20 is McKay Pond. And number 9 is Bo Slater. And so their nameplates are not going to match their jerseys. And Utah trying to get something started. Carpenter tries to send it up, but speaking of bouncing off the wrong player, he bounces it off the back end of a Boise player. And so we're going to have a face-off. Jurgic decides to cover that one up, and we'll have a face-off to his left. It's kind of funny. This game seems to be a little slower paced than the women's game.
Yeah, it does seem to be slower paced, but you can tell that they're trying to take it slow right now.
Right, right. I mean, that women's game started out fast and furious.
Definitely,
that first period. All right. Puck goes around the glass. Go ahead.
No, yeah, you can just tell like everyone's taking their time, just feeling out the competition right now. Gonna take it slow for the first period, definitely. It'll for sure pick up throughout the game.
Right, right. Oh, we're sure that's gonna happen. All right, Umina picks it up, drops it to his partner, his defensive partner back there. I can't quite see who that is. Trying to get something started. And Boise picks it up. Number 49, he sends it back around. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to check a couple of jersey numbers here. All right. I think this is gonna be, the women's game also had hardly any penalties. I suspect we will probably see a few more in this game.
Especially with the way Utah likes to play. I have a feeling there will be, I'm going to estimate at least 5 today.
Ah, okay. On each side?
No,
like both sides?
Just for Utah at least. I don't know how Boise plays. Good save, though.
All right. Got some growling going on to our left here. A few people have brought their four-footed friends. All right. And, oh, there's a chance there. Sorry for the delay, but I was trying to fix a number. I didn't realize that Kobe Martin was wearing 49, so I had to fix that real quickly. But I'm back. All right, puck ends up in the corner. Boise with an attack. Nice centering pass there. He's right there in the middle slot. That was number 71, Camden Gallagher, who had a chance. And Jurgic makes a nice save. Now puck ends up in the Boise zone. Here we got a quick turnaround. Coming down the line is Boise State. Number 23 gets a shot. Lippman, the rebound kind of comes out and gets away from Jurgic. Somebody lost a glove or a pad or something laying back on the ice, but the line official picks that up. Nahara sends it around the boards. Up to Monaco, who sends it up to Andy. Andy's got some room to work with, but then he runs into traffic. Puck ends up along the boards here. Justin Jones sends it in deep into the Utah zone, ends up in the corner. Olszewski's in there trying to dig it out. And finally does. And here comes Utah. They've got a chance. And it looks like Milik sends it in deep and then chases it after himself. Chow is back there trying to help him out, and Chow goes for a quick shot, and the puck is bouncing around right in front of the goalie, Johnson. He isn't able to corral it. Olszewski from a wrist shot from the point bounces off, and here comes Boise State. That's number 24. Micah Crum sends it in deep. And wraps all the way around, and it dribbles out of the zone. Cleven's trying to corral it, and he ends up asking for help, so he sends it off to Brian Greer. He sends it into the neutral zone, picked up by Monaco. Landakuzic goes after it. Chow goes after it. It's got to bounce around, and finally Monaco sends it all the way across to Milik with a slapper. Stick save by Johnson. Landakuzic retrieves the puck, sends it across, and hits off somebody's stick and bounces out of the zone. Landakuzic again, skating around, dumps it in deep. Chasing after that is Worth. They're lucky nobody got a high stick on that one. And we're going to have icing. Nope, it didn't go across the line.
Did they call it early again?
They called it. Look where the puck is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's the second time today.
I know, and Yumina's standing there like,
he's like,
but I got the puck,
yeah. Interesting.
Oh, no. It's a penalty. That's what happened. It's a penalty.
On Stevenson.
Well, not Stevenson.
Oh,
That's
Stevenson.
Yeah, he's wearing
That's
his
Pond.
number 2. That's McKay Pond. It's going to go in for 2 minutes. I did not see the call because we were too busy laughing about the icing. That'll teach us to look the wrong way. And Boise State controls off the drop. Sorovic trying to get something going there. And it gets broken up, and here we go. It's going to be a race. Pittman thinks he's going to get there. He's going to follow Number 71 into the corner. That is Gallagher. And Boise State tries their breakout. Here we go. It's Mr. 9. Number 9, Sorovic, carries it across the blue line on the left side, carries it around into the corner. He's being chased. And still trying to cycle it around. Oh, and then Gallagher can't quite handle the pass, and so the puck comes out, and Boise State's going to have to come out and regroup, and they do. And here comes Lippman. He crosses the line, gets it across the line. Gallagher at the point, skating it back and forth, back to, I believe, that's number 23. I believe that's Lippman. Back to Gallagher, and and then another miscommunication on that pass, and the puck ends up again shooting out of the zone. So
it's a great job to stick out a stick by Ethan Kurt right there, getting the puck on the other side of the blue line.
Oh, we got another whistle, and boy, O'Shea really took it. Oh, and O'Shea goes, and there's going to be trouble. O'Shea got taken out, like clothesline over there out by the boards, but then he popped up, and after the whistle, that was really dumb. He went after the other player. Let's see if he ends up going to the box. Looks like he's not going to the box. All right, I'm a little surprised. So, number 24, that's Micah Crum, is going to sit 2 minutes. I believe that's going to be for cross-checking. And I think Shea kind of got away with one because he's not going anywhere. He's still on the ice. So we're going to have 4-on-4 for another 50 seconds, and then Utah will have the man advantage. And Utah wins the draw. Landa Kuzik tries to get a centering pass to Andy, but it gets sticked away. Lippman carries it down the ice, across the blue line himself. I'm sorry, that's number 22, not Lippman. That was
hit.
Gorlensky. Yeah, big hit right there down by the boards. And it strips the puck, so here comes Landa Kuzik. He's got O'Shea. He goes for a shot himself. And Johnson says, you know, I'm just going to hang on to this thing because I got 3 white jerseys in front of me.
Smart decision by Johnson right there to gather that puck.
Yep. 30 more seconds on the 4-on-4.
Can we just talk about that hit, though, by number 23? Who is that? Moreau?
That's Moorhead.
Moorhead.
That's Moorhead. Keaton Moorhead.
He was trailing backpedaling, and all of a sudden he just stopped his momentum and laid out Boise State.
Yeah, and that player was coming along the boards thinking, well, the guy's just backing up. I'll just keep going.
Exactly. Just...
That was actually super smart. Yeah, super smart heads-on play. Indy to Landa Kuzik. Ooh, nice lay-down defense there. Oh, okay. Somebody's going to get called for a hand pass, which is not a penalty, but we are going to have a face-off. So, of course, in hockey, you can glove the puck, but you have to drop it to your feet immediately, and if you give it any forward momentum, that's called a hand pass. So we have 15 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Landa Kuzik's going to take it. I can't quite see the Boise State numbers, so I apologize. That looked like it was Bradford. I can't tell if it's a 9 or a 10. It's kind of creased over, so it could be Truex. I'm going to guess it's Truex, Dustin Truex. All right, and he carries it across the blue line into the Utah zone, and he just misses a chance for a centering pass, and that's it. The 4-on-4 is over. Utah now has a man advantage as Pond comes out of the penalty box. O'Shea's got a chance at it. He's working the puck along the boards. He finally sends it in deep into the zone. And we're going to have a bunch of people chasing after it back there. Worth comes in to help. Pond is trying to keep it in. He sends it back along the boards to Worth. Worth kind of loses the sight of the puck for a minute. And then Monaco sends it in. Now Umina from the high slot. He's got a good shot if he takes it. Monaco with a one-timer. Stick save by Johnson. 32 seconds left in the Utah advantage. Oh, that was not a good pass. Poor Umina just knocked it right off the skid of Monaco. All right. Now Monaco's got it. He looks up ahead to Slater. Slater's going to end up in the corner. Seconds winding down on this man advantage. Worth's got it over by the boards. Up to Monaco. Monaco back to Worth. Worth goes for a pass. It goes right off the mask of Johnson and bounces right back out.
I think that went off the crossbar of the goal,
actually. Oh, it's a crossbar.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Really close shot.
Really close shot. Gorlensky sends it in deep. Oh, another big hit behind the boards.
Good through pass.
All right, here comes Nahara across the line with some speed. He goes for a wrist shot. It goes off somebody's skate and into the corner. Yumina scoops it up, sends it back along behind the net. Worth is there. Oh, he goes for a hip check and he misses. All right. And Mr. 93, that is Mr. Justin Jones, sends it along, trying to get it out, but Utah managed to keep it in, and both teams are back to full strength, 5-on-5. And Kurt now takes control of the puck, passes up to Shea, who carries it across the blue line, down along the boards, heading towards the corner, heading towards the referee, managed to miss the referee. O'Shea's back there, still trying to clear that puck. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Pittman going in to help O'Shea. O'Shea's trying to get a staring pass, but he misses on that one. Kurt goes and scoops it up, sends it along the boards. That's picked up by Missick. And the puck is still in. O'Shea managed to keep it in. And yes, he does keep it in, but then Boise State sends it out, and it's going to be icing, I'm pretty sure. Yep. 9 minutes left. 9 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first period. It's been I think they must have heard me when I said they were going slow in the beginning, and they got pissed off.
Already picked up pretty fast.
They got pissed off. How dare that woman say we're moving slow? All right, so we're going to have a face-off to the right of Johnson in the Boise State zone. Oh, and then Chow with a shot right near the blue line. Milik trying to get that puck away from the boards. Chow goes in to help. We got a whole bunch of bodies in there fighting for the puck in the corner. Chow still fighting for it. He finally, Milik gets loose. Skates across the circle. Nice little pass to Moorhead. Goes for a quick wrist shot. That was a nice wrist shot. That was a bullet. Right on goal. Johnson covers it up. So we're going to do it again with a face-off to his right. Jake's making friends here next to him. This dog just doesn't like you, does he?
Guess not. Guess not.
What, do you have like a hamburger tucked away in your pocket or something?
Oh, I left it in there last night, I guess. My fault.
All right, here comes Boise State with their breakout, skating hard through the neutral zone. Oop, hits a random skate. And that is 7. That's Helash. He skates around behind the net, gets scooped up by Yumina, picked up by Milik, who passes up to Endy. Endy up to Chow, who's waiting for it in the corner, but it gets by Chow. He's going to have to go in the corner and fight for it with Truex. Not Truex. Number 10, Bradford. And then Carpenter goes for a wrist shot. Smart shot, and boy, there's a scramble in front of the net. The puck finally ends up in the corner. How did that not go in the net? All right, here comes 61. He gets checked right at the blue line, so the puck ends up bouncing back out. So Boise State has to come back out, and Chow gets around his man, dives into the corner, through the circle. He gets bumped off the puck. He's out to Yumina. One-timer by Carpenter, goes wide. Landakuzik sends it around behind the net to Chow. Landakuzik skates it up, skates it around the back of the net. He's going for the little wraparound. He ends up in the circle. He goes for a shoot. Oh, and Milik was right there for the deflection, but nice stick save by Johnson. And Boise State finally gets it out, and we got a 2-on-1. Carpenter's hustling to get back to help Yumina out there, and now the puck ends up in the corner. Still in the corner. Finally comes out. Oh, and oh my goodness, that was a bad deflection there by Pond. He was trying to get it out, but he didn't have enough oomph in it, so it stays in. Now, Worth sends it up. Nice little stretch path from Pond, and he's going to cross the blue line himself, skate over into the corner, cycling back to Monaco, who kind of kicks it with his foot, managed to keep it in, but he can't quite control it, and it does pop out. Yumina sends it back up to Pond. Pond gets hit right there at the blue line by Lipman. Landakuzik picks it up. Skates around the neutral zone. Nice little pass up to Worth, and then pops it up over the stick to Pond. But Boise State manages again to poke it loose, but they give it a little bit too much mustard, and it ends up being icing. We also want to mention that later today, this fun doesn't end today. We had women's game earlier at 1:30. Following this game, we're going to have the men's 1 game where number 10 Utah faces number 7 Arizona State. That is going to be a wild game. And Boise State controls off the drop. And they're trying to start a breakout, and nice bounce pass there to Truex, and he's one-on-one with Jurgic, and he wastes no time in getting that in the net. No doubt about that one. I don't think Jurgic had a chance, even though he had a clear view. It's just that thing whistled in there.
Not at all. I'm pretty sure that also went off the post. It's just perfectly placed by the Boise State player.
Yep. So we have a tie game. 6:26 in the first period. It is 1-1. I may have to eat my words. I didn't think it was going to be a close game, but Boise State says, you know what, number 22 rank, that doesn't mean anything to us. Wow, what a beautiful shot. We have our little replay, which I didn't know we were going to have it, but as you can see, that was a beautiful shot. All right, Utah trying to clear it out of the zone. And it's still back there in the corner. Slater fighting for the puck back there. He's trying to get some help from Osola. And one of the Boise players actually managed to get a shot off from the point. Sends it back around. That's going to be number 11, Clevin. He gets hit hard right after releasing the puck. Puck's kind of going back. Oh, dangerous play right there. Justin Jones was trying to make a little wraparound. Nice stick save by Jurgic. Osola picks it up, tries to get it out to Nahara, and then takes it himself. O'Shea out to Nahara. Nahara unable to bat that puck down, so he's going to have to skate into the corner with it, or skate after it into the corner. Pittman tries to keep it in.
Good body check by Osola, too.
Yeah, good body check by Osola. Osola's another one of those players. He's not one of the biggest guys, but he's really smart about how he plays. He knows where the puck's going to... He's got that radar where he knows what the puck's going to be, and I've watched him make a lot of interceptions, break up a lot of passes. Really fun to watch him. All right, here comes Utah again. Ooh, a little pass up to Pittman, gets by him. And now Boise State, Greer's going to go try and get something started. He sends it up to neutral zone. Ooh, nice little pass up there. We got a 2-on-1. Umina breaks it up. Surovic's looking for something. He goes for a centering pass and then again gets broken up again. And this time it's going to be Bradford who sends it in. It's going to be a race. It's going to be Carpenter going back there, and he is fighting for the puck with, can't tell who the number is, but Pittman comes up with it. Up to Kurt. Kurt sends across. Smart heads up play there to Umina, and Umina's got a shot. It goes off of a defender's stick. Goes up into the netting. Umina is one of those defenders where if you let him shoot, if he's got room to shoot, he's got an excellent wrist shot. Really hard and flat. All right, so we're going to have a face-off to the right of Johnson. And looks like Boise State's going to control. They're going to scoop it up. I think that's Truex trying to bring it up, and then it gets intercepted. Monaco sends it back, and he sends a little shovel out to Andy. Andy sends it in deep into the corner, and then he's there to pick it up along the boards. Back out to the point. Oh, and it gets by Olszewski. This could be trouble. Nice little stretch there, but Jurgic pokes it away. Smart play by Jurgic, beating Hayden to the puck. Puck bounces in. Ooh, that was dangerous, but it ends up in the corner. And then Caden Bradford goes a shot that's really high. Helash tries to tip it in, but no luck there. And it finally trickles all the way out. Picked up by Bradford. Ooh, big hit there behind the Boise State net. Couple players fighting for it, and finally it trickles out of the Boise State zone. Pittman sends it in deep and then goes for a change. And Boise State, Helash sends it in deep, and then he goes to the bench. Time for him to get some fresh legs out on the ice. Intercepted there by Surovic. He tries to skate it through the circle, but it gets poked away. Lipman trying to get something started. He's got puck in the circle, but he's got too many sticks in front of him. Gets poked away again. And then McPond picks it up. Tries to start something, runs into traffic. Back to Moorhead, back to O'Shea. Back to Moorhead. Moorhead's looking up ice. He sees he sees Pond up there. O'Shea tries to get it up to Landakuzik. Boise's kind of just playing a little game of keep away, and oh, here he comes, number 23. That is Lipman. He lets fly a shot, but that goes really wide. Worth tries to send it up along the glass. And Pond's fighting for it. Here comes Boise State. Looks like might be a 2-on-2. Nope, 2-on-3. Sorovic has a shot bounce off someone's skate. He retrieves the rebound. Number 24, looks like Crum was there for the deflection, but nice save by Jurgic. Oh, and a shot right there in a high slot by Jake Ross. Hits a bunch of bodies, and then it gets deflected in, so Boise State gets their chance at their first lead. All right, so this is a hard-hitting, fast-skating, pretty exciting game. So we're going to have oh, sorry, I was wrong. It was not a goal. It was just a shot, and Jurgic did make the save. Sorry, Jamie. Didn't mean to like, diss you there. I was looking down trying to look at shots on goal at my digital scoreboard here. All right. And Utah, Umina controls. He sends it out to Carpenter, who tries to send a pass to Osola, gets by him. Nahara going into the back. Nice move out to Slater, who's going to send it back out to Human at the point, who sends it in. Nice deflection by Osola, trying to tip it in there. Nahara's going to send it around the boards. Or nope, he's going to get tied up in the corner. Fighting hard for the puck. Osola's there to help him out, and then Boise State comes out of this other side with it. Here they come. Nice little stretch pass to number 22. It looks like Grolensky. And then he skates it through the circle. He's going to try and shovel it backhand. Unable to do it the first time. Tries it again. And again, he's still fighting for that puck in the corner there. And Utah comes up with it. So here comes Umina, but he's got to wait for the line change to catch up with him. And he's got, can't tell who that's. A 21, Milik goes for a shot. Nice save by Johnson. Umina goes for a shot, goes high. Chow retrieves the rebound. Fighting for the puck along the boards there. Puck's bouncing around. Umina's trying to keep it in. And it ends up in with Milik. He tries to get around his defender. Andy goes in there, fighting for it in the corner. Monaco with a wrist shot, and Johnson decides to glove that one. Nice little offensive flurry there for Utah. Yeah,
it's good to see that kind of pressure. It's been the first half of this period was definitely all Utah, but then once Boise got a rhythm, it's been all them, and now it's good to see Utah back with the puck in their possession.
Right. And you are correct. Boise has definitely got some good skaters and good players on their team. All right, Carpenter with a wrist shot. Nice save by Johnson. Ends up in the corner. And Carpenter is unable. Oh, so that's not Carpenter, that was Olszewski. Sorry about that. And here comes Boise State. Ooh, nice, cute little pass there to Johnson, who's going to skate it up. Truex loses the handle on the puck, and now it's Utah's turn. Here comes Pittman. Skates across the blue line, goes for a shot. Goes off of the shin guard right at the buzzer. And we have a tie game, 1-1, as the two teams go into the locker room. So what do you think, Jake? What do you think the whiteboard talk is going to be?
I really think that Boise had a great period, but Utah did not capitalize, or no, I don't want to say capitalize, but they didn't have the greatest second half of the first period. The first half of the first period was great.
They look great.
They just they sped up, but they played better while being slow. So maybe they just need to control their own pace and slow down again.
Yeah, maybe that's the key. And they did seem to let off the gas a little in that second half of the first period. Well, we're going to take a quick break. I want to thank Jake again for joining me. It's been awesome having you here, and we'll see you again before the season's over, I'm sure.
I'll be back here tomorrow.
Okay, awesome. We will see Jake Miller here tomorrow, and then we're going to take a little break, and we will be back.
the Salt Lake Visitor Center. If you have any questions, please leave a message and we'll get back to you.
Hello! I tell you what, I'm just going to put you on speaker. All right, a little about me. I'm a bit of a phenomenal skier, so I want to take my family on a vacay, which is short for vacation. Hope you don't mind the abbreviations. I'm just short of time today, so I need to sort of hurry things along. Just a few simple questions for you. They call Salt Lake Ski City, but you do ski in the mountains, right? I'm just picturing myself skiing down the sidewalk there next to the shops. Knowing my luck, I'll do one of my big flips and end up in the traffic. So I don't want that to be the case. Look, I've got to go. You're really keeping me here. Although I will say, I'm going to see your Utah Jazz play a basketball game. And I've heard there's a couple of Australians in the team. So here's my question. Are they causing you any trouble? I just had a thought. The average snowfall near Salt Lake is 500 inches. If I was to utilise all of that to build a giant snow person, would that be majestic or a bit scary? Oh, hey, listen, just quietly. I'm a big family guy. You know that, I've told you that. But after a few days with them, I'm going to need a drink. That's legal, right? I hear Utah has the youngest population of any state. So if I was to head down to one of your hot rockin' clubs or a social event, would there be a youth person in there that might be able to explain Snapchat to me? My kids just won't do it. Now, I've heard there's a bit of a Sharks versus Jets rivalry between the skiers and the snowboarders. And if I made that movie, would you watch it? Oh, when was your last Yeti sighting? Are you getting all this, by the way? I'm assuming you can rewind. The Utah state bird is a California gull. I mean, even you've got to admit that is confusing. I guess that's more of a statement than a question, but still I thought I'd bring it up. Now, your Ski City Super Pass, I take it that's part of the Marvel Universe. If I get that, will people call me the Winter Soldier Man? I really wish you could see this. All right, well, this will be costing me, so I better go. Thanks for everything. Bye.
This is Beth from the Salt Lake Visitor Center calling you back to answer your questions. First off, yes, you can absolutely drink here. We'd prefer if you ski in the mountains, and I'm happy to call you Winter Soldier.
My name is Marguerite Van Komen, and I'm a snowbird ski patrolman. My dog's name is Frank. What a good boy, huh? What a good boy you are. I start every morning waking up and having breakfast with the dog, and then we finish every day having dinner together, but everything in the middle changes. We train them using their own instincts, so instead of hunt for dinner, they're hunting for humans. A lot of thought goes into choosing these dogs. Number one, they've got to be able to handle the cold. Number two, they got to be pretty hardy. And three, we're looking for very high drive dogs. The dog that is going to chew your sofa up at home, we want that dog. The people, the mountain at Snowbird, it's just special. And everything you want to do is here in Salt Lake. Get off the plane, grab your gear from the luggage cart, and within 30 to 45 minutes, you're up here and skiing on snow. You know, Salt Lake is super unique. We have 4 full seasons. So you can come up ski all morning till the snow gets a little too smushy, and then you go and hit 18 at the golf course at the bottom of the mouth, and then you can go out for a wonderful dinner and see theater. It's amazing how much you can fit into your day. And not only do we have everything that you want to do, but we have great people to do it with. Everyone wants to be outdoors, happy, and go and play. Every day is different, and I love that. I love showing up to work and going, what is on the plate today? Snowbird is my family, and Salt Lake is my home, and Frank is a great part of that. My name is Marguerite Van Komen. I'm a Snowbird ski patrolman, and I am Salt Lake.
Welcome to the Rocky Mountains.
Welcome to open trails and new vistas.
Welcome to stunning Red Rock.
Welcome to the greatest snow on earth.
By the tree of broken glass, where the hope
Welcome to Game Day Fun.
anything could last. So let's go and take the words that we know.
Welcome to the party!
Of thoughtful dreams. But if you listen, you can still hear
Welcome to Pac-12 Sports.
our names, calling out our names.
Welcome to world-class research.
We'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab your
Welcome to the arts.
have no trip. We are tough as nails. Come on, this is our land.
Welcome to real-world experiences.
We can go to that bridge that crosses over fear.
Welcome to a great education.
Love and what it does to those they hold near. So let's run till the water.
Welcome to new friends.
We can toss our worries far away from our hearts. And if you listen,
Welcome to the time of your life.
not hear them calling out our names, calling out our
Welcome to all you can imagine.
Though we might fade and fall, we'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab and walk and see. Those gray clouds look close, but we have come and gone.
Welcome to the University of Utah.
So get up and grab and walk and see.
All right, welcome back. We're here for the second period, and I have a very special guest here helping me with broadcast. I'd like to introduce everyone to Colette Moorhead, who happens to be related to a certain defender on the Utah Utes team.
Thank you so much for having me.
You bet, you bet. So Colette came by last night. I got to meet the whole family, actually, Mom, Dad, and we chatted a little bit. And then Colette said, well, hey, you know, if you need any help, because she saw me flying solo, I'd be happy to sit in for a period. I said, well, you shouldn't offer things you're not prepared to actually deliver.
Yes.
And here she is.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here. I come from a nice broadcasting background back home, and it's just super exciting to be here with you. So thank you for having me, and let's get into it.
So we had Jake for the first game in the first period, and then Jake's going to be back tomorrow, but now we've got Colette. And we'll also be joined later today by broadcast pal of mine, Brian Priest. But in the meantime, we have a puck drop here in the middle. And as you noticed in the first period, you know, it was pretty competitive game.
It was.
Any thoughts about what you saw out there from that first period?
Yeah, I feel like our boys had a lot more control in this game than last night. It feels like there's more communication on the ice and everything. So it was a great first quarter.
All right, and we're off. Speaking of which, Monaco picks it up in the corner. He sends it up to Indy, who has a little trouble getting around him. And it ends up, whoa, high off the glass, back in behind the net. And here comes Boise State. Boise State is physically quite a large, large team. They look quite a bit bigger than our players on the ice there.
Yes, a little unexpected.
Yeah, I was surprised too. And Jake made an interesting observation as that's number 23. It's going to be Littman skates in and goes for a wrist shot that goes high. He was saying that he feels like this. We have a traditional rivalry with Boise State because they're kind of part of the Mountain West Collegiate Hockey League.
Absolutely.
But he was saying, too, that there's a lot of similarities kind of in the student population, kind of the feel of the campus, the mood of the campus, that might kind of make the teams feel more competitive. And certainly, although they're in Idaho, they feel like one of the Utah teams that we play, either the Weber State, Utah State, or Utah Valley.
Yeah, I think the same, too, for sure.
All right. And we've got, speaking of which, we've got the Fast and Furious, and here comes Boise State. We got a 3-on-2. And nice stick check there by Human to poke that away. And make Boise State have to regroup. Centering pass gets all the way through. Osola picks it up. He's going to skate it through his own zone. He's trying to get something started. Goes for a stretch pass. Nice pass right up there. It looks like that was to number 9, Slater. And we also have a couple of uniform changes. We want to remind people once again, that number 9 is Bo Slater, number 7 is Che Landekuzik, and number 20 is McKay Pond. So the nameplate is not going to match. All right, Osola picks it up. Nice little pass up to Humana, who taps it right up to Nahara. Nahara's off to the races. Nice stick save by Johnson. Oop, and it goes off a skate, and Nahara's going to go hard in there trying to pick that one up, but he gets beat to that puck by number 49, Kobe Martin. And Nahara picks off that pass as well. He tries to get it across to Landekuzik, but it's just out of his reach. And here comes Boise State. Monaco's back there. He tries to send it up to Osola, gets by him. Oh, nice little interception there by Landekuzik. He's skating around his defender trying to get by him, but it gets picked off again. Nice play there by Martin, who on defense. Here comes Boise State. That's Gore. Gavin Gore. He goes for a shot as soon as he crosses blue line. It goes wide. And another shot from the point. Ends up going wide again, and Gore's back there trying to dig for the puck. Landekuzik's back there. Monaco goes back there to help. Chapman from Boise State, and looks like number Pond are fighting for the puck. Monaco goes into the corner to dig it out. Olszewski up to Worth, up to Landekuzik. He's got Pond on the other side looking for a pass. He's waiting by the crease and then ends up getting by him, and then Gavin Gore is going to try and clear it out, and he does. So Worth sends back in. Right on goal, and Johnson, that was...
that almost could have been a little fun.
I don't think Johnson expected that bounce off his stick, and he was still looking down at the ice looking for the puck, and it was about to go over his shoulder.
Didn't even know.
Didn't even realize where to look.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to have an icing call, so the puck's going to come back to the other end.
Seems like the Utes got a lot of communication going on the ice, too. It seems like they're working really, really well together as a team, which is helping them out today, for sure.
For sure, and they're going to need it against Boise State. The next team that they're going to face is going to be University of Montana, and University of Montana is ranked quite a bit higher. They are ranked number 5 in the ACHA West. So that ought to be, again, another very competitive match. But in the meantime, we have a match that's very competitive right in front of us. And here they come. Speaking of which, they must have heard me, because here they come. It's Chapman on the left side skating across the blue line. He tries to drop the pass off. And a little bit of breakdown in defense there. And the puck scoots out, but Pittman scoops it up. And now here's Utah with a chance. He's going to skate across the neutral zone, dumps it into the corner. Tempa's going to go after it. Kurt's going to go after it, unable to keep it in there. And then gets scooped up by number 61, Hayden. He goes in, skates in. His shot goes wide. Boise State fighting for the puck along the boards there. Finally, Utah comes up with it, and that's Kurt. He managed to clear the zone, so Boise State's going to have to come out and regroup. They dump it back in. Carpenter all the way across to Umina. Umina, nice. Oh, that was intercepted. I was about to say it was a nice pass.
Yeah, I almost said the same thing.
I would have
almost
been
spoke
wrong.
a little too soon.
That's right. I would have been wrong, and Gallagher almost made Utah pay for it. All right, more fighting for the puck down behind the net. Whoa, watch out for the referee. Please don't take him out. Here comes Carpenter. He's going to come out from his own zone, cross the neutral zone. He's got Human on his left. Oh, nice little poke check there by number 7. That's Helash of Boise State. And the puck ends up skittering around loose. Carpenter tries to send it back up to Humana, who sends it back up. And it's still bouncing around a little bit in the neutral zone. And, it gets recovered by number 61. That's Hayden. He sends it into the corner, and he goes to the bench for a change. Chow picking it up his own zone. He loses the handle on it. Kind of dangerous and scary there. Carpenter's there to help him out. Sends it back across to Humana. Smart play by Carpenter. Shovels it up. Stretch past the Chow, but it's beyond his reach. Icing waved off, and Chow goes for the backhander that misses. Johnson had given up on the puck because he was waving, hey, that's icing.
Yes.
Would have fooled him. That would have been an embarrassing mistake. And the only thing that saved him was that Chow just couldn't get the puck in net. He's still shaking his head like, I know. What happened there? Why didn't you call icing?
Yes, that was a quick one too.
I understand you call some soccer, and you understand it's like if the referee doesn't blow the whistle, don't stand there going,
Absolutely.
Where's my call? Because you're going to get burned.
Yep. You got to have a quick reaction time for that stuff.
Absolutely. All right. And Boise State managed to clear it out of their own zone, but here comes Monaco. And he almost runs into his own player, and then he nice stretch pass to Slater, but he loses the handle on it, and now here comes Boise State. And that looks like Chapman coming down the line. Sorry, not Chapman. That's number 9. That's Sorovic. I do apologize. The numbers are a little bit hard for me to read, these dark numbers on dark jerseys. Yeah. All right, and Slater goes for a shot that ends up behind the net. Still behind the net. Osola goes in there, scoops it up. Osola's fun to watch. He's a nimble skater, good hands, smart reads, and he goes for a wrist shot, trying to make me sound good. And a one-timer goes in there. Monica goes for a change. And here comes Boise State. And that's number 9, Sorovic. He carries it down the blue line on the right side, gets a hip check by Olszewski. And Utah comes up with the puck. Here's Worth. He's got some speed as well. And he almost, and 2 Boise players run right into each other, right in the middle of the ice, take each other out. Utah is unable to capitalize on the 2-man advantage momentarily. All right, and here's Moorhead. He sends it in deep. Nice little deflection on Landakuzic. Landakuzic's got some room. He goes for the shot. Excellent play. That was a great play by Johnson because he covered up that angle. Similar to soccer, right? If you can cover up the angle, you can make yourself a lot wider. You can be 10 feet wide. And he came out, and he came way out in his crease, which is risky if the rebound ends up behind you. But he realizes he's got to cut off that angle.
Yeah, it seems like there's great awareness going on right now.
Yeah, I would say Johnson's an excellent goalie.
Yes, he is.
Very good goalie. All right, and here we go. Boise State setting up their offense, trying to go for something. Nice little cycling here along the boards. And then Landakuzic gives him a hip check. Pond picks up the puck, up to Landakuzic. Back to Pond, fighting for the puck there, skipping it along. Nice little footwork there, foot stick work. Pond sends it back to Landakuzic. Landakuzic ends up in the corner. And it gets away from him. And Pond managed to keep it in. And here comes Landakusic. He's got room again. He can shoot from either side. Wrist shot, nice save by Johnson. Here comes Boise State. And that is, whoa, nice check there by Umina.
Quite the check on that one.
Yeah, well timed as well. Ooh, that was a scary shot there. Goes wide, fortunately, for Utah. Boise State keeps it in. That's number 22, Grelensky. And the puck skips around behind the net. It's being chased after by Misick. Landakusic scoops it up. He's being pursued by Misick again. Landakuzic's going to be able to get it out, though, and he gets around his one defender, around another, across the blue line, into the circle. He's going to spin around the back. He's getting tied up behind the net, though. And it ends up with Worth. And now here comes, whoa, big hit there on number 14, Braxton Porter, who just got into the game. Welcome to the game, Braxton. Boise State collects the puck behind their own net. He's being pursued by Porter. And here comes Boise State. Boy, they got a good chance now. They got two players coming down hard on the net. Umina is watching the guy in the crease, and it ends up in the corner. Chapman's digging it out, sends it out to the point to number 71, Gallagher, and he loses the handle on it. Fortunately, number 21 there, Jake Ross is there to clear that puck out of the way. Here comes Boise State again on the attack. That shot hits somebody's skate. That looks like Umina. He managed to pass it up to Porter, who then loses it, and then Pittman's going to scoop it up. He's going to skate along the boards. He sends it in to the zone. Kurt goes back there to go pick it up. He tries to go for a centering pass, which is a good pass, but unfortunately no white jerseys there to pick it up. Here comes number 7. That's Helash. That's right, Helash. Sorry, I have to check my notes real quick. Pittman in the corner there. Finally, he gets it out. Sends it across to Monaco. Nice hard pass to Pittman, who deflects it into the zone and has to go chase after it behind the net. He's being pursued by Martin. Martin actually gets it, manages to clear it out, and just kind of drifts into the neutral zone. Monaco sends it up again to Pittman. This time Pittman managed to hang on to it. He skates it into the circle. We got halfway through this second period. Boise State coming in. Pass gets broken up again. Chow's going to go and chase after it. He's going to be in a race with Martin and then gets scooped up by Greer. Greer comes along the boards, cross to the middle, cross the blue line, tries to go for a shot, but it hits Zeke Endy right in the shin pads. Oh, we got a pile up right there behind the net. And Zeke Endy comes up with the puck. He tries to send it across, but it hits somebody in the skate. A lot of pucks flying around like crazy. It's like pinball.
It is.
Pinball on ice.
Those boys recover real fast, too.
They are. They certainly are going quick. All right. Here's Monaco again in his own zone. Gets by one defender. Sets up the neutral zone pass, a stretch pass, but gets intercepted. Ooh, here we go, 2-on-2. Here comes Boise State. Nice wrist shot. Nice save by Jurgic. Jurgic does a good job deflecting it off into the corner. And looks like we are going to have a hand pass. And, of course, in hockey, you can glove the puck, but when you do, you have to drop it right to your feet. You cannot give it any forward momentum. It's not a penalty. It just means you're going to have to take, it's an infraction. It means that you lose the advantage of having the puck in the zone. And that gives both teams a chance to switch lines because they've been going fast and hard. And who wins the draw? Still nobody quite winning the draw. And finally, Utah comes over with Nahara. He gives a stretch pass to Osola, just a little bit out of his reach. He's going to go into the side. He's going to try and get it to Moorhead, but unable to do so. And here comes Boise. Now they got a 3-on-2 if they can get it in there. Oh!
Nice check.
A nice check there by O'Shea, who breaks up the play that way. But here comes number 71. He gets around. Oh, O'Shea goes and loses the skate. And oh my gosh.
Wow.
Number 93, Justin Jones, he sure wishes he had that one back because he missed on an open net. All right, puck in the corner. Fighting for it hard. Everybody's in the corner. And we're going to have a penalty. Oh, we're going to have a penalty. I'm not sure who it's on because I saw a bunch of people going down. And we have a little bit of extracurriculars, as we like to say, after the whistle.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, I picked that up from Patrick McGann, my senior broadcast partner. Awesome. I wish I could have invented it myself, but I did not. And it's going to be on Boise State. So let's see who's going in. 24, that is Mr. Micah Crum gets to sit for 2 minutes. Oh, I missed the hand signal. I'm guessing it was either cross-checking or roughing. So Utah's going to have a power play for 2 minutes, and the power play line, it looks like it's going to be Pond, Slater, Landakuzik, Umina, and the other defender, I think that might be Worth. Yes, it is. It's Worth. All right. So they're actually going with 4 forwards and 1 defender. This Worth is normally a forward. Interesting play. Going all offense here. All right. And Pond comes up with the puck. He's getting harassed in the corner. Slater comes in to help him. Boise State picks it up. And then, for some reason, shoots it right into the chest of Landakuzik, who sends it right back to Slater. Slater controls. And Utah's taking a little while. Now they're getting their box set up. Oh, but that one goes a little wide. We got 1 minute, 23 seconds left in the Utah power play, and the puck gets loose. Boise State managed to push it out of the zone, but Umina's there to keep it from going in further. Oh, big hit right there in front of the boards, and that's got to be a penalty.
Yeah.
Umina's still down. He's holding his hip. That did not feel good. So another thing that we should point out is that that's going to be number 19, Dustin Truex, going into the box. Let's see if he gets 2 minutes or if he gets more than that. So the hand signal is boarding. And the reason that's dangerous is when the player is a few feet away from the boards and you hit him that hard, it's very easy for them to take a header head first into the boards. It's actually safer the closer the player is next to the boards if they get hit like that.
We don't want any concussions here today.
We don't want any traumatic brain injury,
No.
Absolutely. All right, but it looks like he's just going to get a 2-minute minor. I suspect head coach Fornelli is not going to be too happy about the laxity of that call.
Absolutely.
All right, but Utah now has a 2-man advantage for over a minute. And Umina dumps it in there. So let's see. We should be able to, let's see if Utah can capitalize, because if they do score a goal in that first minute, they still have the second penalty where they can have a man advantage. So Utah's doing the smart thing, set up their box. Landakuzik. Oh, he had a nice chance there for a deflection by Slater, but it got through. But they're going to set up again. Still plenty of time with the 2-man advantage. Right now, Boise State's pretty bunched up in the middle, so if Utah can spread them out a little bit, might give them some room to shoot. Here comes Landakuzik. Oh, and he loses the handle on the puck. 28 seconds left in the 2-man advantage. Utah setting up their box. Nice little dump in there by Umina. Slater picks up the rebound in the corner. Now, Boise State's playing very smart. They're not getting sucked out into the corners.
Absolutely.
Where they would totally be disadvantaged. Landakuzik fighting in, fighting his way in there. Everybody whacking at the puck, swinging at the puck, and Boise State is unable to clear the zone. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left. One of the Boise State players is going to be coming out of the box, and now it's a 1-man advantage. Never mind. I looked down at my roster.
We both
Utah
did.
scored.
Yep, I know. Both of our bets. I was about to say, here comes Micah Crum, and we missed a goal.
Yeah, we missed a goal. Now, I believe this happened after the first penalty had expired, so that means it erases the second penalty as well. And sure enough, Truex is out of the box.
Got it.
But the important thing is, Utah has a goal on the board, and it's now 2-1 at 6:25 in the second period.
Yeah, we got a goal. That's the good news.
And then we're going to have to apologize to everyone. We're going to have to go look up the digital scoreboard to see who actually scored it, because Colette and I were looking down at the roster. This is what happens, you see, when you don't have like 25 years of broadcasting experience.
Right.
Although I think, Colette, I think you have me beat. You certainly have more experience than I do at broadcasting.
You've got more sports experience. I've got some more broadcasting experience.
There you go.
So
I think we can make a good pair.
I was going to say, we're a good team.
Oh, and just like that, Boise State, and it's Micah Crum.
Yep, Micah Crum
gets his revenge.
Yep.
And he scores a goal, and so we are back to being tied up. We're back to square one.
He said, I'm not letting you guys get away with that last goal. I'm just going to come right back with another one.
That's right.
So
it's like you guys managed to get a power play, get a goal on a power play against me. I'm not putting up with that. And like I said, it's very clear that Boise State doesn't give a fig about the number 22 rank versus the number 11 rank.
Absolutely. This is getting a little personal for Utah, I think.
Getting a little personal, I think, too. And I don't know if you saw that, but Micah did a little bit of gesturing at the goalie afterwards.
He did.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure I did that. He wanted to make sure everybody in the rink knew I did that. All right, and Jovi Milik comes through. Well, take that.
Yeah, this
Jovi
battle
Milik
between
says.
the two. Wow.
I think you said it best. It's getting a little personal.
It's getting personal. I think on the ice, like you said too, these two teams are very similar, especially in the school aspect of mountain schools and things like that. It's a fearful fight out there right now.
It is a fearsome fight, and boy, I tell you, they are really. And what I'm really happy to see is the way they're taking it out on each other. The revenge is happening in the nets.
Yes, absolutely. Hopefully it stays there, right?
Right. The last thing you want to see is have this thing devolve into this like boxing match on the ice.
Yes.
Or wrestling match, perhaps. All right, so let's see. We know we know Micah. We know Jovi Milik scored the goal. I'd like to see who got the assist on that. Ooh, big scramble. And my goodness. Man. Boise State comes back and scores again. Now, the player's got his back to us. I can't see the number. He's getting swarmed. He's going to be the first in the congrats line. So let's see who gets the first handshakes. It's 20-something. Is it Micah Crum again?
I
Mr.
can't
Crum?
see. 20.
Swivel around, dude.
23. Yes. Or no. Nick Lipman.
Nick Lipman. So they're passing. They're sharing the wealth here.
23 and 24. Seems like
24.
It.
Just like that.
I was just yeah.
Tie game again with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. We can't even keep up.
We can't.
All right, puck ends up behind the net. I would love to be a fly on the wall in the intermission after this period.
Right.
I don't think Head Coach Forneal is going to be too happy about those last two goals because I feel like Utah got a little bit like, oh, hey, we scored on you, and then kind of forgot their job back in the defense.
Seems like they're watching just a little bit on that defense.
Yep. All right, so puck's in the corner in the Utah zone. Boise State finally managed to dig it out. But Utah does manage to clear it out of the zone. And, oh, boy, that's a bad bounce for Utah. That's number 14 trying to center it. That is Davenport, unable to do so. It's still over there in the net. And then here comes Boise State again with a shot that looks like 61. That is Mr. Josh Hayden. But his shot gets deflected high. And Utah is having a little trouble. I think the defense is breaking down a little bit, having a little trouble getting that puck out of their own zone. Finally, it gets cleared. Here comes Bo Slater down the boards, but he gets hung up. Puck gets loose. And then Moorhead scoops it up. He sends it up. Ooh, nice little pass to Landakuzik, who skates it across the blue line on the left side. Can't get my left and right mixed up. Oh, just out of the reach of Worth. Oh, now Boise State's got a chance. Here he comes. It's number 9, Sorovic. Nice save by Jurgic, hugging that near post, denying that goal. And still back there, Sorovic tries to get it out again. Hits off a skate. Worth intercepts it and pops it up behind the net to try and get it over to the other side to Umina, but Boise State scoops it up. Worth going to go dig for the puck in the corner. And finally, Andy sends it up high along the glass, but there's no glass in front of the bench, so instead of a glass, it goes into the bench. Wow, this is fast and furious.
This is fast.
Both teams playing some very high-level hockey, and might I point out, this is the Division II level.
Yes. Very impressive seeing these boys play, for sure.
Going to turn you into a hockey fan yet.
I know. We're getting there.
All right. Utah controls the draw. Having a little trouble. Umina's having a little bit of trouble. A little bit dangerous right there, yeah.
Straight through his legs on that one.
Right, and in front of the crease. That's kind of scary. Wrist shot from the point, hits a bunch of bodies and gets deflected. And we got another hand pass. I didn't see the hand pass, but if the line official says it's a hand pass, it must be true. I thought it bounced off of somebody's.
It looks like it bounced from here at least.
Yeah, looked like his hand happened to be hanging out there, but he didn't actually direct it. More like it just bounced off and went whatever. But nonetheless, we're going to have a face-off in the Boise State zone. All right. Who's going to control this puck? Well, certainly not anybody, because it's going to dribble out all the way into the Utah zone. Umina's in there fighting hard with number 22, Grolensky. Puck squirts out. Watch out. Here comes Mr. Crum. Oh, one-time hard slapper. Kind of hits a bunch of bodies, ends up in the corner. He's going to go for it again. Oh, watch out. Here comes Crum again. He's ready to pounce. Sorry, that's not Crum. That's number 23, Lipman. He's ready to pounce. And here comes Landakuzik. Landakuzik gets hung up in the corner, gets tied up in the corner. Worth is there to help him out. He scoops up the puck. He's got a man on point. Oh, but he loses his balance. And they're going to have to all come out and regroup. Utah will. Olszewski passes to Umina. Doesn't realize Umina went in for a change, but Monaco comes in and picks him up. Tie game here, 3-3, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second period. Wow, what a game we've got going here, folks. Here comes Landon Cusick, across the blue line. He's got 2 to beat. He managed to get a shot off, but it goes wide. Monaco sends it back in across behind the net. Landon Cusick gets tied up in the corner. He's trying to get it loose, trying to send it out to Templin. Boise State brings it out. Olszewski whiffs on it, but he manages to get to Worth. Worth dumps it in, and it's time for a change. Here we go, line change. Fresh legs coming out for Utah. And Boise State decides just to flip it up to Chapman, who's just kind of waiting there at the blue line. He's got help. That's number 26 coming across the line fast. That's Missick. And we got a stick on the ice. It's Olszewski, goes and scoops that up. Puck is now in the Boise State zone. Centering pass goes awry.
Ooh,
2 bodies go down. Oh, 2 bodies go down. Zach Monaco's got some room to skate. He's got a shot if he, he's got a shot if he wants it, but it goes up into the net. He got a little excited on that one.
I was going to say, Monaco's a bit quick skating and shooting.
Yep, kind of a tiny bit too high. Only by about 12 feet.
So close, so close.
So close. All right. So we're going to have a face-off to the left of Boise State goaltender Johnson. Looks like that's going to be Indy. I can't quite see the number on the other side. I think that might be Helash. But I apologize. I can only see one little teeny tiny corner of the number. All right. Boise State managed to clear the puck out of the zone. Moorhead picks it up, sends back in, right to the feet of Indy. Indy's passing it to Chow. Oh, nice backhander by Chow, and he goes in for the rebound, as he should. Johnson almost separated his pads a little too early, thinking that he had it, and Chow was right in there with the stick blade, poking that stick in there. And I think because of that, we're going to have a penalty.
Seems like some words are being thrown around right now.
No, really? In a hockey game? Oh, we got elbowing.
I wish we could mic them up, you know? That would be so funny.
Probably don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We want to keep this family friendly. All right, so number 7, Boise State, Justin Helash goes into the box for 2 minutes for elbowing. And, of course, that'll just be, we only have 1:13 left in the second period, so he'll be in there for a few seconds more in the third period. In the meantime, it's Nahara facing off against Truex, and Utah unable to hang on to the puck. And here's a breakaway. It's going to be number 19, Truex, but good job by Monaco pushing him off the line and keeping him from getting a shot off. And now you've got a little stretch pass here to Milik, and Milik's got speed as well. He's going to cross the blue line himself. He goes to try to get around the defender, unable to do that. And he's going to go pick it up in the corner. Boise State, boy, they're playing like they're not a man short. They're really playing aggressive there. And they managed to clear the zone. We've got 39 seconds left. Chow setting up on the blue line. He's got plenty of time. He knows it. Setting up to Milik. Back to Monaco with a one-timer. Hit somebody in the shin pad. Chow with a one-timer. Wow, that was beautiful. I don't know how Johnson saved that. He saved that with his shoulder. That was a beautiful save by Johnson. Oh, and Monaco unable to keep it in. Last 19 seconds. Might have time to set up one more play, but these guys are kind of at the end of the shift. They're looking kind of tired, and here he comes. It's Milik. He tries to get a centering pass in there. It gets poked away, and it's going to dribble out, and that's probably going to end the period because we got 3 seconds left. But Milik have it. Nope, he won't. He realizes he's going to go for the slapper and realizes he's going to run out of time.
Yep.
What a period.
That was quite a period.
All right, so after our second period of play, it is tied 3-3. Still 47 seconds left on the Helash penalty, so the boys will still have a man up coming to third period. I want to thank you again, Colette, for joining me. That was a blast. Next time you're in town, come on up and we'll have you back in the booth. In the meantime, enjoy your visit here.
calling the Salt Lake Visitor Center. If you have any questions, please leave a message and we'll get back to you.
Hello! I tell you what, I'm just going to put you on speaker. All right, a little about me. I'm a bit of a phenomenal skier, so I want to take my family on a vacay, which is short for vacation. Hope you don't mind the abbreviations. I'm just short of time today, so I need to sort of hurry things along. Just a few simple questions for you. They call Salt Lake Ski City, but you do ski in the mountains, right? I'm just picturing myself skiing down the sidewalk there next to the shops. Knowing my luck, I'll do one of my big flips and end up in the traffic. So I don't want that to be the case. Look, I've got to go. You're really keeping me here. Although I will say, I'm going to see your Utah Jazz play a basketball game. And I've heard there's a couple of Australians in the team. So here's my question. Are they causing you any trouble? I just had a thought. The average snowfall near Salt Lake is 500 inches. If I was to utilise all of that to build a giant snow person, would that be majestic or a bit scary? Oh, hey, listen, just quietly. I'm a big family guy. You know that. I've told you that. But after a few days with them, I'm going to need a drink. That's legal, right? I hear Utah has the youngest population of any state. So if I was to head down to one of your hot rockin' clubs or a social event, would there be a youth person in there that might be able to explain Snapchat to me? My kids just won't do it. Now, I've heard there's a bit of a Sharks versus Jets rivalry between the skiers and the snowboarders. And if I made that movie, would you watch it? Oh, when was your last Yeti sighting? Are you getting all this, by the way? I'm assuming you can rewind. The Utah state bird is a California gull. I mean, even you've got to admit that is confusing. I guess that's more of a statement than a question, but still I thought I'd bring it up. Now, your Ski City Super Pass, I take it that's part of the Marvel Universe. If I get that, will people call me the Winter Soldier Man? I really wish you could see this. All right, well, this will be costing me, so I better go. Thanks for everything. Bye.
This is Beth from the Salt Lake Visitor Center calling you back to answer your questions. First off, yes, you can absolutely drink here. We'd prefer if you ski in the mountains, and I'm happy to call you Winter Soldier.
My name is Marguerite Van Komen, and I'm a snowbird ski patrolman. My dog's name is Frank. What a good boy, huh? What a good boy you are. I start every morning waking up and having breakfast with the dog, and then we finish every day having dinner together, but everything in the middle changes. We train them using their own instincts, so instead of hunt for dinner, they're hunting for humans. A lot of thought goes into choosing these dogs. Number one, they've got to be able to handle the cold. Number two, they got to be pretty hardy. And three, we're looking for very high drive dogs. The dog that is gonna chew your sofa up at home, we want that dog. The people, the mountain at Snowbird, it's just special. And everything you want to do is here in Salt Lake. Get off the plane, grab your gear from the luggage cart, and within 30 to 45 minutes, you're up here and skiing on snow. You know, Salt Lake is super unique. We have 4 full seasons. So you can come up, ski all morning till the snow gets a little too smushy, and then you go and hit 18 at the golf course at the bottom of the mouth, and then you can go out for a wonderful dinner and see theater. It's amazing how much you can fit into your day. And not only do we have everything that you want to do, but we have great people to do it with. Everyone wants to be outdoors, happy, and go and play. Every day is different, and I love that. I love showing up to work and going, what is on the plate today? Snowbird is my family, and Salt Lake is my home, and Frank is a great part of that. My name is Marguerite Van Komen. I'm a Snowbird ski patrolman, and I am Salt Lake.
All right, folks, welcome back. I hope you've been enjoying this game as much as I have. I again want to thank my two guests today, Jake Miller and Colette Moorhead, for joining me. I'm going to be taking this last period solo, but you know, this has been a really fun game to watch. The teams are tied up 3-3. We've got a lot of action, a lot of great plays, and teams were much more evenly matched than I expected. Like I said, you know, Boise State said, hey, we don't give a fig about that number 22 ranking in the ACHA West. We're here to play. So we are back to square zero. It's a tie game, 3-3. The shots are actually not quite as even as you'd expect. Looks like Utah's been taking more shots on goal, but of course the only thing that really matters at the end of the game is the score on the scoreboard. And Utah is going to come into this third period with a one-man advantage for another 47 seconds, of course, because we still have a Boise State player who's going to be in the box. And let me look here at the shots on goal. Yeah, sure enough. So Utah has been out shooting Boise State. 12 shots on goal in the first period versus 8 shots on goal for Boise State. And then in the second period, Utah again had 12 shots on goal with Boise State going 7 shots. So it's not a huge differential. And again, what matters is the goals in the net. Now, the thing I think that's going to be key for Utah especially is to make sure that they don't get distracted in such a fast, competitive game, a physical game. Utah has in the past sometimes let their emotions get away from them, as people like to say, and forgotten to focus on the game, the puck and the game on the ice, and start getting into penalty problems. But Utah has been showing great discipline this evening and not ending up in the box and making especially those dumb penalties, as like Patrick and I like to joke about, and doing a really good, excellent job of staying focused and on the play on ice and getting their revenge, taking their revenge out in the net. And in fact, it looks like we only have one penalty for Utah so far. That was McKay Pond early in the first period. And the other 4 penalties in the game have all been committed by Boise State. So if Utah can keep that up, that's a really good sign. And we're off. Third period is underway. Boise State picking up the puck, and ooh, bad pass there from behind the net. Slater almost had a chance but couldn't quite hang on to it. Worth tries to send it out to Umina up at the high slot, but it gets by him. And Landa Kuzik, nice pass to Worth, who carries it across the blue line and is looking for his teammate to pass to. Slater circling around up to Umina at the point. 12 seconds left in the penalty against Boise State, and that is Helash. And Boise State managed to get the puck out of their zone, so I think that's going to do it, because here comes Helash. He's here to join the party, and it's now 5-on-5 again. Utah trying to set something up. Umina having a little trouble getting the puck forward across the neutral zone. Still bouncing around there in the neutral zone. And here comes Boise State with their first chance, and Helash goes for a shot, but a nice deflection there by Umina to break up that shot attempt. Worth trying to get it across, and here we've got a nice little lead pass to Landa Kuzik. He's got Endy with him, and Endy goes for a wrist shot, and Johnson was screened completely on that. We had a Boise State defender, I think, actually was trying to skate across to get to the corner, and Endy kept that wrist shot really low, and I believe that went in through the 5-hole. So now Utah takes the lead with just 16 seconds into the third period. 4-3. Zeke Endy, I'm going to have to look up who got the assist, but we are back ahead, folks. And here we go. We do have the replay. You can see Zeke Endy, and sure enough, there's 2 players skating across in front of Johnson right when Endy let the shot up, and he never even saw it coming. He didn't get a chance to get down. Oh, I'm sorry, it didn't go through the 5-hole. It went past his shoulder on the far side. He just didn't cover the angle enough. All right. So Utah now controlling the puck in their own zone, trying to get it out. O'Shea sends it across to Moorhead. And Milik to Endy to Chow. Chow lets one fly, it goes wide. Endy back behind the net. Back to Milik. Whoops, Milik lets it get by him. Chow there to try and scoop it up. Now Boise State with a chance. They're going to start something, but the Boise State player sends that puck a little bit too far ahead of Crum. O'Shea to Moorhead again. Out to Endy, but Endy can't quite hold on to it, and he's going to go back to the bench for a line change. Boise State wraps the puck around the boards. Slater jumps in just in time to help out Chow. Chow's going to have a chance to cross the blue line himself. He lets one fly, goes wide. Millick goes into the corner, try and scoop it up. Gets by him. He's got to get by Moorhead. Slater's trying to keep it in. And Boise State's going to regroup. That's number 49, Martin. He sends it out to number 20-something. He tries for a shoveling pass in towards the goal, but it doesn't even come anywhere close. That's Missick. And here comes Utah. Landakuzik across the neutral zone. He tries to send to Slater, but Slater was going the wrong way. Wasn't able to pick that up. Monaco's going to skate it across himself. He's going to skate it across. Nice dump to Landakuzik, and Landakuzik goes for the perfect wrist shot, but nice pad save by Johnson. Here comes number 83 or 8 of Boise State. He gets tied up in the corner. He doesn't have a lot of help right now. He's looking for someone to pass to, but there isn't one, and we're going to have a penalty, and I think it's going to be on Utah. Oh, not a penalty. Looks like it might be just... I'm not sure what happened. I'm seeing the official's hand signal. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is, but we are going to have a face-off. Quick shot right off the face-off by number 61, Hayden. Nice save by Jurgic. And the puck ends up behind the net. Scooped up there by number 71, Gallagher. Oh, and a shot right there on Johnson. He makes the save. Intercepted by Carpenter. He sends it up to Landakuzik, but Landakuzik wasn't able to get his right skate on the right side of the blue line, so it's going to be offsides. Face off right outside the blue line. Both goalies are having a pretty good game here. Jurgic has seen quite a few more shots on goal than Johnson. Speaking of which, Johnson makes a nice save off of Landakuzik. Nahara goes in there, scoops up that rebound in the corner. He gets ridden off the puck. And then nice one-timer by Umina, but goes wide. Ends up bouncing around over there on the near the near post. Carpenter's going to try and keep it in. He does, but still gets scooped up by number 7. That's Helash. He's going to skate it across the line. He's getting hung on by the defense. Nice save by Jurgic, who then has to slide around. Good lateral movement by Jurgic to slide around and stop that shot from Hayden. And then Carpenter loses his stick, but then he managed to actually kick the puck out of the zone and actually pass it up ahead to Pond. And Pond, nice pass there to Worth. Worth skates around a couple of defenders. He tries for a centering pass. It bounces off someone's skate. Pond goes back in there. Worth goes in to help. Worth skating around, looking for someone to pass to. He's been pursued. Umina dumps it in center. Nice shovel pass by Pittman. That was a nice backhand attempt there, but it hits a couple skates and goes wide. O'Shea keeps it in. Worth with a one-timer. Nice shot, but Johnson had it all the way. Now here comes Boise State. That's number 6 streaking down the side of the boards there. That's Greer. He ends up in the corner. Moorhead sends it up to Worth. Worth sends it across the ice to Pond, but Pond is actually going for a line change. So he got some fresh legs on the ice for Utah. Here comes number 23, that's Nick Lipman. He crossed the blue line himself. He gets by one defender, but then Moorhead wisely pushes him offline, so he's unable to shoot straight anyway. And now here comes Chow. Chow's got help with Millick. Chow, nice drop nice drop pass by Chow. He totally has defender fooled. The defender was getting ready to defend. He dropped the pass to Millick, and Millick just looks and says, oh, look, open net. I know what to do with that. And now Utah takes a 2-goal lead with 14:37 left in the game. That was about as pretty as it gets, folks. Chow having skated on that line with Millick for a couple of years now. And here you can see the replay. Chow skates in hard. He's got the defender fooled, thinking, I got to go and defend that near far side. Instead, Chow leaves the puck sitting there for Millick, and Millick just puts it right in net. That's beautiful. Doesn't get better than that. And you can see Johnson looking up at the ceiling. There's nothing he can do about that. His defender in front of him got beat, and that's all she wrote, folks. All right. Now, Boise State going for something. Now, Boise State's chugging hard back there gets a centering pass off. Nice defense here by Monaco, and he actually takes the puck. I'm sorry, not Monaco, that's Slater. Sorry about that, Bo. All right, Slater skating around his guy, sending in deep. Gets picked up by number 21, Jake Ross. Jake Ross is going to looking for somebody to pass to, but meanwhile, Boise State's gone for a line change, so Jake's got it by himself, so he just carries it across the blue line himself on the left side, goes for a wrist shot. Nice save by Jurgic. Picked up on the other side by number 24, Micah Crum, who then tries for a near post, but it gets deflected and off into the glass. Back again, number 71. Ooh, nice deflection there. That almost went in. That was a nice deflection by Missick, but it fortunately for Utah goes up and over the goalpost. And now that one gets deflected up into the net. 13 minutes, 37 seconds in this game. Utah ahead by 2 goals, 5-3, despite being outshot. So as my partner Patrick McGann likes to say, quality shots. It's about quality, not quantity. I also want to mention that we still have 1 game left, and if you think this game's exciting, fast and furious, well, stick around and check out our game at 7:30, where it's going to be number 7 in the nation ranked Arizona State facing number 10 ranked Utah. And Worth carries it across the line, and it goes into the boards. And the puck is still just kind of bouncing around. Boise State now takes control, and nice leadoff pass. We got a 2-on-2 going, but nice stick check right there. Whoa, by a Utah player. That was Pond to break up that charge. Sorry, I'm losing my voice here, losing my thoughts. Pittman keeping the puck away from the net. Good job by Pittman. He sends it out to Worth. Worth sends it up to Slater. I'm sorry, to Pond. Pond's going to skate it across himself. Nice little dump to Umina, but Umina's a little bit out of his reach. Boise State's looking a little bit panicked now. I think they're starting to feel the pressure on because they've got 12 minutes to score 2 goals to tie it up. And they're starting to look like they're a little bit, feeling the pressure and getting a little bit, not panicked, but rushing a little bit. All right, so number 10, Bradford sends it around the boards. Nice stop there by Worth with his inner thigh. Oh, and then he nails a Sola right in the arm. Boy, I hope he had padding there where it hit him, because, boy, that was a tough one. And Sola scoops it up nonetheless. Skates across the neutral zone, across the blue line himself, gets by 1 defender. Oh, and then he gets taken down, but no whistle. And Moorhead picks it up, sends it across. Ooh, nice little lead pass to Kurt, and he gets around one guy, but he's going to end up in the corner. Oh, my goodness. No penalty called there, but then we got a one-timer from O'Shea. He whistles one off. Nice save by Johnson. All right, the hits are starting to come thick and heavy here. Another attempt deflection by Templin, and goes nice save by Johnson. And finally a one-timer by Shea, but it hits another player, and now we have a penalty being called, and it's going to be against Boise State, and he's really not happy about that. He'd better be careful, because you can get an unsportsmanlike if you chirp off too much, and just as I said that, he's going to get a technical. So we've got 2 Boise State players going into the box. It's going to be number 49, Kobe Martin, and number 10, Caden Bradford. And we got a little bit of after post-whistle conversation. I'm sure they're just trading French onion dip recipes or ranch dressing recipes or something. All right, so as I had kind of was trying to avoid, hoping I wasn't jinxing it, the game has been hard-hitting but very clean up until this point, and now I think we're starting to see some chippiness. And again, understandable, Boise State is behind by 2 goals. They've only got 11 minutes, just under 12 minutes to try and make up that difference, and so emotions are going to start to flare, and it's going to be really important, like I said, for Utah to make sure that they keep their cool, and don't forget that the whole point of the game is to score goals. That's the best revenge. That's the sweetest revenge. And we got a nice gesture here between number 71 Gallagher and number 28 Endy. So trying to keep cool heads here. Good to see, especially in the heat of the game, because it can get, your emotions are going to go hard because everybody's playing hard and they want to win. Oh, we have a third player from Boise State coming into the box. Okay, so I'm going to have to look up the digital scoreboard to sort everything out, because clearly we've got some post-whistle penalties being assessed. So right now, number 49, that's Martin, is in the box. He's got 2 minutes. And Utah has got a 1-man advantage, but there are 3 Boise State players in the box. So as soon as that comes up, I will let you know when I do. So here comes Monaco, across the line. Utah, of course, is going to be setting up their box. And that gets broken up. And here comes Boise State. That's going to be number 9. It's Srovic. He carries across the blue line, but he doesn't have a lot of help. There is number 21, Jake Ross, waiting, hoping for something to come out, as well as number 71 on the far side, Gallagher, looking for something to happen. And Boise State's controlling. And that shot by Justin Jones bounces off someone's shin and careens about. 1 minute, 11 seconds left in the penalty against 49 Martin of Boise State. And then Millick picks it up. And Utah has plenty of time to set up something. Still plenty of time. Millick carries across the blue line. He sends it out. Nice pass to Chow, who takes a wrist shot, and Johnson decides to just hang on to it because he doesn't have a lot of help if that rebounds the wrong way. And we still don't have, the penalty still hasn't come up yet. I will tell you as soon as I know. We're going to have a face-off to Johnson's right. It's going to be Landakuzik, Che, for Utah, facing off against somebody from Boise State. That was 93, so that was against Justin Jones. And Utah maintains control. 39 seconds left in the man advantage. Umina out to the circle. Oh, and it gets away from Slater, and so it bounces all the way out. So Umina's got to pick it up and restart, but he sends it off to Landakuzik. He's got plenty of help. Landakuzik skates in. It's one-on-one, and he beats Johnson on the far side, and it is now 6-3, Utah. All right, and those penalties come up now large against Boise State. So Kobe Martin, number 49, gets cross-checking 2 minutes, but he then gets 10-minute misconduct for unsportsmanlike conduct. Usually that's player to official. And then Caden Bradford also gets a 10-minute misconduct, also for abuse of an official. So that's why those two are going to sit in the box. However, on the goal, Martin's penalty is now annulled, and it's going to be 5-on-5. 5-on-5 for the remainder of the game, aside from 8 seconds, because it's going to be a little bit less than that. The two players will be able to come out probably about a minute, with a minute of the game left. I'm just kind of guesstimating because I don't have a penalty clock in front of me. All right, so now Utah starts behind their own net. And the play is still behind their own net. We got a bunch of players scrambling around, and there's the puck's kind of bouncing around there in front of Jurgic, and he finally just puts a glove on it, and we got a bunch of bodies crashing the net, as they say. 9 minutes, 43 seconds left in this game, and let's see what the shot count is, shots on goal count is. And it looks like Templin's going to take the face-off against, I think that's Truex, and Utah controls, sends it around behind the net. Porter is going to send it back to the other side and gets by everybody. I don't think it's going to be icing. Oh, no, it is icing, unfortunately. All right. I don't think this is quite correct. I'm looking here, seeing that supposedly Utah's only had 3 shots on goal, and Boise hasn't had any. I think we just need the stats, the digital stats, to catch up a little bit. But in the meantime, after the icing, it's going to be Templin and Truex again, and a shot from the point bounces off of Truex, and then it ends up right in Porter's on Porter's blade. Gets scooped up again now by Lippman. He's going to carry it across the neutral zone. He's being faced by a couple of Utah defenders, and then from the point, he's going to try a centering shot. Gets deflected, so even though Truex is waiting for it, he doesn't get it. Truex is going to have to dig for it around the corner and hits somebody in the stick and goes up into the netting. I also wanted to mention that tomorrow afternoon, we have a full slate of games. We've got 4 games. Our opening game at 1:30 will be number 28 ranked men's 2 Wyoming versus number 11 ranked Utah. At 4:30 p.m., we've got a very, very exciting, hotly anticipated women's game. Number 6 ranked Michigan is going to be up against number 16 ranked Utah, and Utah played Michigan earlier in Ann Arbor and lost only by 1 goal in overtime, 3-2. So I know Utah's itching to get to make that a split. And then following that, we've got a women's game at 5 p.m. Number 31 Montana State versus number 10 University of Massachusetts Amherst. And again, the highlight of the evening will be the the men's 1 team, Arizona State, ranked number 7 in the country, ranked versus number 10 ranked University of Utah. So be sure to check in for some more exciting hockey action tomorrow. All right, we got 8 minutes left in this contest. And Utah, Monaco sends it into the corner, goes down on his belly, and then says, all right, time for a change. And he heads to the bench. Okay, Utah still managing to keep it in. Nahara, nice little dump to Chow. Back to Slater. Nahara's got a chance at it. He's whacking it. It ends up going into the corner. And Boise State wisely wraps that all the way around behind the net. Goes all the way back to the other side. No icing. Carpenter scoops it up behind his own net. He sends it up to Slater. Slater back to Nahara, back to Slater. Carpenter gloves it down. He sends it in to the zone. And that bounces up high off the glass, and then Cartner picks it up. He drops it to Landakuzic, and Landakuzic right into the chest protector of Johnson, who hangs on to that puck. 7 minutes, 23 seconds left in the game. I also want to mention we have 2 more games left on Sunday. It's going to be number 10, Massachusetts Amherst at 10:30 facing Michigan, and that's going to be a great game. It's going to be number 10 UMass Amherst versus number 6 University of Michigan. Again, those women's rankings, those are national rankings. Then at 12:30 p.m. we've got number 5 ranked University of Montana. That's the men's 2 game facing University of Utah, number 11. And that should be an exciting game as well. Really important for the Utah men because those rankings in the West District of ACHA will help qualify them for the national championships in March in Marlboro. Nice one-timer by Slater. Nice save by Johnson. And here comes Boise State. Nope, they lose the puck. Oh, and then get a little bit of a tangle there. And the puck gets loose. And oh, here's a chance here by number 23. That's Lippman, and huge cheers from the Utah bench as Jurgic makes the save and diverts the puck into the corner. Time winding down here. It's 6 minutes, 37 seconds left in the period, left in the game. Nahara is going to skate it down, and he dumps it in, and it just ends up getting behind the net. Picked up by 21. That is Jake Ross. You'd think by now I'd have their numbers memorized, but I don't. Remember, I've been looking at a lot of numbers and a lot of games in the last couple of days. But puck goes into the netting. We're going to have a face-off to Johnson's right. I'm also happy to see that the game isn't devolving into a bunch of wrestling matches and shoving matches after the whistle, that both teams are just still trying to play hard-hitting, fast-moving hockey. And speaking of which, nice hit there by Pond. O'Shea picks it up, sends it across to Moorhead, tries to send it up to Pittman, but it gets deflected by that Mr. 24, Micah Crum. And a big hit behind the net, behind Utah's net. Worth fighting for the puck there, and then we have a one-timer, and we have a penalty going on. It's going to be cross-checking on someone, and it looks like it's going to be Boise State. I missed the cross-check. I heard the oohs and the cheers from the Utah bench, which is why I guessed it was going to be against Boise State. And sure enough, Justin Jones, number 93, is going to go in the box for 2 minutes for cross-checking. So Utah's going to have a man advantage for the next 2 minutes, and the power play unit is going to be Milik, Endy, Monaco, Nahara, and on the far side, I believe that's Chow. On the face-off, puck is still bouncing around, and then next thing you know, it squirts all the way out, all the way to the other end. Of course, no icing because Boise State is shorthanded. Here comes Monaco. He's got a head of steam on him. He's all the way across to Chow. Chow skates across the blue line, gets picked off. Oh, Milik managed to save it, but he doesn't know where the puck is. They're trying to tell him it's down by his feet. He was looking up ice. Monaco to Endy, and he's going to skate across the blue line. Nice little drop to Milik. Oh, and then it gets intercepted. Nice defensive play there by Mr. Crum. He pokes it loose. 1:25 left in the penalty to Justin Jones. And of course, we still have our 2 other players sitting from Boise State, sitting out there, 10-minute misconduct. Nice pass up to Chow. Chow circles around, sends it across to Andy. Andy's looking around. And it looks like Utah now is kind of playing a little bit of a waiting game. Instead of trying to press hard to get a goal on a power play goal, it looks like what they're trying to do is do a little bit of clock killing. Milik sends it in deep, all the way around. Wow, that was a pretty wraparound right there. Chow able to keep it in, and then Boise State punches it out. And Surovic's back there trying to dig it out behind the Utah net. Instead, it gets picked up by Pond. He's going to skate it up. He's got room to roam. He's going to skate it up through the neutral zone. He passes off to Worth, and Worth's going to skate it across the blue line. He's there with Pond. Pond's going to switch on the other side. Nice little pass behind the net. Pond drops it off to Nahara. Nahara back to, can't quite see what that's, oh, Landkuzik. Landkuzik skating around the circle. Deflection doesn't get past Umina, though. Oh, and it does get past Umina. 10 seconds left in the power play advantage for Utah. Umina skates it around. And here comes Landkuzik. He's going to go for a shot. He tries to get around one man. He gets around him, goes for a skate by, but then he runs into Nahara. But fortunately, Nahara manages to get let loose of the puck before he collides, and it's a goal for Utah. All right, I'm sorry, that's not Nahara. That was number 9. It's Bo Slater with the goal at 3:53 left in the third period, and it's going to be now a 6-3. I'm sorry, I'm losing count. I think it's a 7-3. I'm going to have to check. I'm so sorry, folks. 7-3 Utah. And that, of course, nullifies, that's a power play goal, so it nullifies the penalty on Justin Jones. All right, we got the puck down there in the corner. So this is now a 4-goal difference. It's going to be tough for Boise to do much with only 3.5 minutes left in the game. And here comes Templin. Templin's going to skate across the blue line. He's got support on the far side. Looks like that is Kurt. Osola's in there breaking up the pass as usual with his X-ray vision. Nice centering pass to Kurt. Can he get the puck in the net? He goes for the backhand, and Johnson covers it up. All right, so you got 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in this game. Utah now with a 4-goal lead, and I'll tell you what, it was close up until this third period. It wasn't going to be a blowout. It was close all the way. So Templin's going to face off against, I think that's Crum, O'Shea, out to Osola. Osola, nice little drop pass to Templin. Templin back to O'Shea at the point. Shea goes and flings it and hits somebody right in the chest, and that's a nice opportunity for number 7. He tries to beat Jurgic, but he is not able to do that. That was Helash. I think actually Jurgic got a little piece of that off of his shoulder. Puck's still in the Utah zone. And now it's number 22. Gralensky is trying to find an open channel to shoot. He instead passes off to 71. And nice poke check there by Osola, doing what he does best, is breaking up those plays. He stops, lead pass to Kurt. Kurt misses, nice save. Actually, Kurt does not miss. Johnson makes a spectacular save. And it drops all the way back. Olszewski picks it up, skates around his one guy. Nice lead to Chow. Chow skates across the blue line through the circle. Lead pass to Milik, but Milik can't quite get a stick on it, being stick checked hard by a Boise State player. Here comes Boise State, and they just kind of dump it in. Jurgic just casually deflects it off to the side. Here comes Monaco through the neutral zone. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Here comes one of the Boise State players, is number 23, Lippman, but he can't hang on to it. 2 minutes left in this game. And Boise State dumps it in deep. And I think we're going to have icing because that's number 21, Truex. I'm sorry, not Truex. Jake Ross kind of looks at the ceiling and realizes he put a little bit too much on it. And so instead of actually clearing the puck out of the zone, it's just going to come back into their zone for a face-off. And in the face-off, it looks like it's going to be Chow for Utah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's going to be Endy for Utah. And that's Truex. Boise State controls the puck. But then he loses it. Oh, and then Milik tries to get it across to his teammate, but it ends up leaving the Boise State zone. Oh, and then Boise State gets a clear, and here we go. Lippman's got a chance. He's going to skate across, but it's 1-on-2, and he dumps it off. Smart play to Truex, who then skates across, who then passes it across to Sorovic, but Sorovic's slap shot one-timer goes wide. And then here comes a chance by Utah. It's Milik skating across the line. He's trailed by Chow and just goes ahead. He just goes ahead instead of dropping it to Chow. He decides to take the shot himself. So the last time that Chow and Milik crossed the blue line, Milik dropped the pass to Chow, and this time Milik, instead of dropping it, I think that's kind of what they're expecting. He just goes ahead and makes the wrist shot himself. It is now 8-3 Utah. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in this game. And I think it's safe to say that it's a runaway now, folks. And Utah wins the draw, and here they come again. It's Landakusic, but then he loses the puck. Nahara then sends it back into the corner. And the fighting for the puck. Boise State finally clears it out. Ooh, Nahara misses it, but that's okay because Carpenter's got his back. Trying to send it back up to Nahara, digging for the puck. Crum finally comes up with it, but he's being checked hard here by a couple of Utah players, and then in fact Boise State's offside, so he's going to have to let it go. Finally, Crum just sends it in deep just to get it into the zone. We got 47 seconds left in this game, and digging for it hard in the Boise State zone is Landakusic. He goes and gets around one guy. Slater was there for the rebound, but he wasn't able to get his blade on it. And now the puck's going to come to Carpenter. He's going to send it back around. We got 30 seconds left. Nahara tries a centering pass, goes off somebody's stick or skate or one of those things. And Boise State clears the puck. Icing waved off. Umina going into the corner hard, along with another Boise State player. They end up in a pile in the corner. Crum picks up the puck, tries to send it back along the boards, but instead gets picked up by Nahara, who sends a nice lead pass to Landakusic. Landakusic skates across the circle, gets around one guy, and he just flings it across. I don't think he had much of an angle on that. We're down to the 3 seconds, and that's going to do it, folks. The final score, Utah 8, Boise State 3. Wow, what a game. And again, it looks like a blowout, but it really wasn't until that second half of the third period. So thank you again, folks, so much for tuning in. Don't forget, we've got the men's one game coming up at 7:30. It's going to be a barn burner, so be sure you tune back in. I'm going to take a little break, and I'll see you in a few.